right.
All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
Before we get started, we're going to turn to the east and give our praise to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
We want to give double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. The men that taught us this truth is 100% true. The true way of worshiping the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, whose name is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I want to say shalom to the believers that believe sincerely in His truth, shalom. And I also want to say shalom to you brothers that come out here on the highways and hedges, making your body as a living sacrifice for the name of the Lord. Shalom. This is GMS Memphis count coming back at it once again with another pre-count blessing. And we're going to go ahead and get into it. We hope you be edified with this pre-count blessing. Let's get into it with the second Ezra.
This is second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. And it reads, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Now this is the angel Uriel talking to Esdras. Said, measure the time diligently in itself. Now we know according to the scriptures, as it said in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, it's a time and purpose for everything up under the sun. So you got to be measuring the time. Now how do you measure the time? Go to Sirach 39 and 1.
This is Sirach chapter 39 verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof.
It said, he that give his mind to the law of the Most High. You give your mind to the law, you giving your attention, your time, your energy, your focus to the Lord. And you're going to be occupied. It said occupied. Being occupied, you being busy. Being busy with what? Keep reading.
Will seek out the wisdom of the ancient and be occupied in prophecy.
So you're going to be busy with prophecy. That's what you're going to give your mind to. And that's how you measure the time diligently in itself. So you always got to be on your watchtower looking at what goes on in his lifetime and linking it up with the scriptures. Because the scriptures speak about the future events that's going to take place. And all these prophets that had visions, they seen how America was going to go down the drain, and they seen how the Lord is going to return. So you got to be measuring the time. So let's go back to 2 Ezra 9 and 1.
This is back in 2 Ezra 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past.
So when thou start to see the vision that Jeremiah had, the vision that Habakkuk had, the vision that second Esdras had, when you start to see all these things start to take place, keep reading.
It says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, verse 2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
So then you're going to have the understanding that, hey, the Lord's words are faithful and true. These visions, these prophecies that the Lord revealed to the prophets, they are faithful and true. And you're going to see that you're living in some end times. Keep going.
And it says in 2 Ezra 9 and 3, it says, Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people.
Earthquakes. Man, we just had an earthquake in Thailand. A 7.7. A 7.7 magnitude. A lot of people died in Thailand. Keep going.
Yeah, and it says in 2 Ezra 9 and 3, it says, Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
And we got uproars of the people in the world right now. Yep. They pissed off at Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Yeah, exactly. Fucking with their 401k. Like, they doing a whole lot of things. Like, and they claiming that they're gonna make America great again, but look what they doing. They ruining people's lives. So we seeing the uproars of the people in these times. And these are signs. Keep going.
Yep. And it says in 2 Ezra 9 and verse 4, Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
So even from the beginning, the Lord has already declared the end from the beginning. And you can get it. So the Lord has already got how everything is going to be played out in His movie, because this is Yahweh Shai's movie in the end. Okay.
Yep. Because this is Isaiah 46 and verse 10, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
So this is the Lord's pleasure. This is how he wants things to play out on earth, play out in America. This is His movie. So we're seeing actions. We're seeing wars. We're seeing people uproaring. We're seeing natural disasters happening in this movie. This is his purpose. So let's go into some of these articles and everything. Cause it said earthquakes. So these are signs. So let's go into something dealing with earthquakes. Cause it's gonna be earthquakes in diverse places according to the scriptures. First article. That jump with the 144,000.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna get that next.
Cause this is from the Guardian. Okay, this is from the Guardian news app, and it says Myanmar. It says Myanmar earthquake. It says at least 144 killed as rescues also continue in Bangkok.
See, at least 144 killed. over in where?
It says over in over in Bangkok.
Over at Bangkok.
Yep.
Keep reading on it.
And it says junta makes rare call for aid as hundreds injured by 7.7 magnitude earthquake. I mean, so like it's 7.7 magnitude quake, which also brought down high rise in Thaya capital. I'm saying that.
So it was hundreds of people died over there in Bangkok. A 7.7 earthquake. Now the Lord said it's going to be earthquakes in diverse places. We got another article going into the rises of the death toll rates. Let's get that.
Is that the same one? Myanmar and Thailand?
Yeah, Myanmar still. Yeah, same thing. Myanmar.
Okay. Catastrophic 7.7 earthquake devastates Myanmar and Thailand. Death toll could reach 100,000.
Now this is the update on the earthquake that happened in Myanmar, and they say the death toll rates can reach up to 100,000. Like when they said 144 people died, those are the bodies that they discovered. But they ain't looking at the bodies that they haven't discovered that all those buildings filled up on. Like you got children, a lot of people could be chopped up on those rocks and buildings.
Grossly underestimated.
So hey, this is the Lord. Hey, this is the Lord's work. This is how He visited this place. Some more up on there.
That was the head.
Yeah, give me that. Give me that.
This is from APnews.com. It says U.S. News. It says wild weather blamed for deaths of 3 kids in Michigan and a man in an Amish buggy in India. I mean, in Indiana.
So just past last week, we had a whole lot of weather going on. You know, some strong weather, like a lot of tornadoes. You got people died. Even in Memphis, we got hit hard. So it just said, hey, wild weather was blamed for what?
It says wild weather blamed for deaths of 3 kids in Michigan and a man in an Amish buggy, you know, which is those Edomites that be riding down those back roads. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll see them down here, you know, like a lot in the country. They'll, you know, like they have a hat on and shit. Like they basically live off the land.
Yeah.
Yep. Horse and buggy.
Yeah.
And it says, and a man in an Amish buggy in Indiana.
So they want to blame, you know, the wild weather. They want to blame it on human. They want to blame it on nature. But we're going to see who's really behind all of this. Let's go to the next article.
Right here. Okay, that's pretty much
Yeah, go to the tornado outbreak right here.
Okay, cool. This is from foxweather.com. Okay, and it says tornado. It says tornado outbreak kills 7, injures dozens in Mississippi Valley. As states of as states of emergency declared.
So you said all of this happening in 1 week. Like this was last week. All this natural disaster, earthquakes in diverse places, tornadoes hitting cities, people, man, without power. I think it said in one of those articles, it said I think over like 100,000 people without lights and stuff, electricity. It's a power outage.
Yep. It says right here, finishing up in that article, going into the one I was reading about the death of the 3 kids in Michigan and a man in an Amish buggy in Indiana. This is up under that article. It says more than 300,000 power outages.
300,000 people without power.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you gotta, people don't know like the condition being without power.
Yeah.
Because America, we live depending on the grid. So when lights go out, man, people don't even know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
They don't know how to live off the grid. So thinking about how those people, like how they moving without power.
That's just like down here, with MLG and W, Memphis Light, Gas, and Water.
Yep.
All that shit is ran together. So hell, if your lights go out, you can't flush the toilet, you can't do none of that shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Give me that
water.
Yeah, give me that in Isaiah 29:6.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited by the Lord of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake, and with great noise, with storm and tempest.
So the Lord, read it again.
This is Isaiah 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire.
So the Lord is visiting this place, this kingdom of America. So let's go into this word visited from the Blue Letter Bible.
Con, this is visit. This is the word visited in the online. It's like in the Blue Letter Bible, Strong's H6485, and the Hebrew word is paquad. And it says in the outline of biblical usage, it says to attend to. It says muster, number, reckon. It says punish. It says
That's what I'm looking for, punish.
Yep.
So the Lord visited this kingdom by punishing all the wickedness, all the sinful deeds that all these people are giving into, especially you Israelites. Because you have taken on the mindset, the characteristic trait of Esau Edom. But through the punishment, they still ain't gonna learn. Give me that in 2nd Esdras 16-19. Our people still gonna behave in a wicked way. They ain't gonna take heed to the punishment, the judgment the Lord bring to America. Come.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a mimic.
Now give me that word scourge. It said, behold, famine, plagues, and what else?
Famine,
Plagues.
tribulation,
Tribulation
and anguish
and anguish.
are sent as scourges for a mimic.
So the Lord sending these plagues to America. He's the one that doing it. So let's get the word scourge. Let's see what that means.
Con, it says scourge in the online etymology. It says the figurative meaning afflict severely. It says chastise.
So the Lord is afflicting you Israelites. He chastising you But 2/3 of our people, man, they are bastards. They ain't gonna take heed. You know, they one of them disobedient children that no matter how much you whoop their ass, they ain't gonna learn. That's why the scripture speak about why should you be stricken anymore? You're gonna constantly revolt. The whole head is sick.
Yep, and it says often for the sake of punishment or purification.
So it's a punishment for a purification, for you to change your ways, your wicked ways. But going back to 2 Esdras 16 and 19.
All right, this is 2 Esdras chapter 16, verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
For amendment, for you to change. As it says in the meaning of scourge, it says for purification, for you can be pure, for you can be holy, for you can come back to the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, not the ways of America, because it's going to lead you to death. Yeah, you can bring it out.
All right, this is an amendment in the online etymology, early 13th century. Betterment, improvement.
So it said for betterment and improvement. You know, the Lord said famine. Man, people, you know, our people love to eat. And the main thing they love to eat abomination. So the Lord like, let me cut the food supply. Let me give them a famine, a food shortage. I bet they ain't gonna be able to go to the Walmart or the grocery store and get their bullshit ass seafood, their pork. Niggas around here got high blood pressure eating pork and shit on their deathbed and still eating it. Crazy.
But like the scriptures say, you know what I'm saying, they worship the creature more than the creator. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Jake forget, you know, who gave them the food, who blessed them with the funds.
Yeah.
You know, that's the reason why the Lord, hit their ass with judgment.
Yeah.
To, bring them back to reality.
Yeah.
Hey, I gave you this shit.
Exactly. Keep going up on that.
19, amendment.
Now up on the back to the 2 Esdras.
All right.
Next verse.
All right, this is 2 Esdras chapter 16, verse 20. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
So they is not going to be mindful of the scourges, the punishment, the judgment that the Lord bringing her. Not knowing, hey, it's the Lord that's in the midst of this. Give me that in Zephaniah 3 and 5.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 5, and it reads, the just Lord Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame.
So the Lord, he's in the midst of all the chaos, all the destruction, the killing that goes down in your city. The Lord, he's in the midst of it. And every day, the Lord brings his judgment to light. He's not going to fail. If the Lord want to, bring an earthquake to Memphis and kill, billions of people, he going to do it. And all those people who are meant to die, they're going to die. And the people who he won't be alive or saved, they're going to be saved. But you got these wacky, tacky ass Christians, these pork chop pastors telling their congregation the wrong things. And that's why 2/3 of our people, they have a wrong understanding of the Lord's judgment, because they don't fear the Lord. Give me that in Isaiah, I think, you want to still in that same verse, 29 and 6.
Yep.
Jump to 13.
This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 13. Wherefore the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart from me.
See, these people were 2/3 of our people, the one that go to all these churches, claim that they believe in the Lord, but they don't really have the knowledge, the wisdom, understanding of the Lord. They'll sit up here and say, man, I love the Lord, I believe in the Lord, but at the same time, you'll catch them at Red Lobster. You'll catch them eat a big ass pork chop sandwich. Like, doing abominable things. Yeah. You got the pastor trying to hit on a nigga wife. Like, what type of, like, this is what we have to deal with. This is what the Lord had to deal with his people. You know, their hearts are far from the Lord. Their hearts are wicked. Keep going.
But have removed their heart from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
The fear of the Lord is taught by the precept of men. Because you got these wacky-tacky Christians, you got these pork chop pastors, and you got all these fake Israelites saying that they coming in the name of the Lord, but here it is, they teaching their congregation the wrong type of fear. When you deal with the church house, they tell you come as you are. Like, how you coming as you are when the Lord said, hey, you follow my commandments. This is the whole duty of man. If you love me, you will keep my ways. But that's gonna only come by fear. So you gotta, if you really truly fear the Lord, you gotta hate evil. Give me that in Proverbs 8. I think it's Proverbs 8 and 13.
This is Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 13. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, is to hate evil.
It said the fear of the Lord is to hate evil. These pastors is not teaching their congregation to fear the Lord, to hate evil. We live in a world where it's strictly evil. Give me that in Isaiah. I think it's good. It said it. Isaiah 5 and 20.
This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
See, we live in a world where you got motherfuckers put evil for good. Because the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. Job 9 and 24. It has been given into the hands of the so-called white man. So this evil bastard put evil for good. Everything that the Lord made good in his eyes, this nigga turned around and made it evil, polluted. So you got the mindset of our people love to do evil. They are wise to do evil. Give me that Jeremiah. My people are wise to do evil, but to do good, they don't have none. No knowledge. Jeremiah 4 and 22.
God, this is Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 22. And it reads, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none to understand it.
See, the Lord called 2/3 of you Israelites sottish. What sottish means? Stupid. You are wise to do evil, but to do good, you have no knowledge. Going back to Esau, it said, if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Who the God of this world? Esau Edom, the one who blinded you. And 2/3 of our people, these pork chop pastors, the sign of 501c3, got you blinded. See, they lead you straight to the slaughterhouse. They didn't teach you the correct way to fear. Go back to Proverbs 8 and 13.
Isaiah 5 and
13. Go back to Proverbs 8 and 13. All right, I got you.
All right. This is Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy.
It said pride and arrogancy. Huh. You got people out here thinking that they've done everything on their own. Give me Sirach 10 and 12. Let's go into the meaning of pride. What the scriptures say about pride.
This is Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach 10 and verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
The beginning of pride was one depart from his maker. You got people out here actually thinking that they've done it on their own. Like, you look at these BET awards. Like, man, they get the winner their little wicked ass trophies or whatever. what they say, I want to give thanks to God. They ain't really giving thanks to, you know, the true God, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. They giving thanks to their left-hand God, Satan. And then get to saying, man, hey, I was in the gym, sweating, did it all up on my own. I got it from the mud.
Yeah.
Nigga, you ain't getting nothing from the mud. According to the scriptures, you know, prosperity come from the Lord. Yeah, riches come from the Lord. So if the Lord wants you in that position, he's the one that got you there. Not you, nigga. Has someone to say?
I know, I was gonna say, you know what I'm saying, man, because the Lord showed you that with Nebuchadnezzar, man. You know what I'm saying? He put him in that position and he took his ass right out.
Exactly.
Put his ass and put him right back on it.
Yeah. Go back to Proverbs 8 and 13.
All right, this is Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way and the froward mouth do I hate.
So the Lord letting you know the things that he hates. And you supposed to hate what the Lord hates. You supposed to hate these things. Give me Proverbs 1 and 7.
Can I give a quick example?
Go ahead.
A quick example of that would be like Dwayne Wade's son, for instance. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be shaming that type of behavior. You know what I'm saying? But the world uphold this as you know, some type of prideful thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's evil though. You know.
What it said, folly is
Said in great dignity.
said in great dignity.
It's respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you being low, you know, your kids being low, that's respected. You know, like, you know, you training up your children, you know what I'm saying, in the way that they should go, that's despised. You know, like you know, you being a father to your son, you know, you raising up your daughters how to be, you know what I'm saying, women that, you know, respect themselves, cover up. You know what I'm saying? You know, you hate it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, give me that Proverbs 1 and 7.
This is Proverbs 1 and verse 7. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, is the beginning of knowledge.
It's the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Knowledge is to know something. You're supposed to know why you was put on this earth. You're supposed to know the name of your power. Know your nationality. But 2/3 of our people, they don't know shit. They are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They'd rather be ignorant than to know something. Keep going.
And it says, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Fools despise wisdom and instruction. Jake don't want to know instruction. They don't want to know which way to go. Only thing they want to know, man, is how to break in a nigga car, how to fuck a nigga wife, how to do wicked things. Things that gonna lead to death. Baruch 4:1. This is the book of the commandments. Those who keep it should come to life. But those who depart from it, hey, they seeking death. So this is destruction, the Bible. Why people despise it. Despise the Lord's ways. Give me that Sirach 19, I think it's 13.
This is the book of
10 and 12.
All right, 10 and 12. Because this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach.
Hold on, Sirach 19 and 18. Yeah, Sirach 19 and 18.
Okay. So like this is Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach 19 and verse 18. And it reads, the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Yahushua, is the first step to be accepted of him.
So the fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him. The Lord requires that fear. Man, that's mandatory from the Lord. Through that fear, it brings obedience. Through that fear, it brings submission. You won't be afraid of breaking this commandment if you was to do something wrong. Like, hey, man, if I was to sleep with this man's wife, man, hey, I know they're gonna piss the Lord off. He gonna judge me if I was to do that. So that fear gonna make you, oh man, I'm finna stay away from that man, woman. Hey, I don't want to get judged by the Lord. Keep going up on there.
What's it? Job 21.
Yeah, 28 and 20. We're gonna get to that. Keep going.
And it says in Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach 19 and 18, the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Yahushua, is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaineth his love.
It said wisdom obtain his love, not words. People always like to say they love God, but man, hey, they don't even know the meaning of love. So it said wisdom obtain his love. So let's see, hey, where is wisdom? Let's go to Job 28 and I think 20.
Yeah. This is Job chapter 28, verse 20. Whence then cometh wisdom?
So where it said, whence then cometh wisdom? Where is wisdom? Now jump to verse 28.
All right, this is Job 28, verse 28. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom.
The fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. Not the wisdom of this world, because the wisdom of this world is foolish to the Most High.
Yep.
So fearing the Lord, that is wisdom. That's how you obtain his love. Keep going.
Behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding.
To depart from evil is understanding. Like how I was going into with the woman. The fear of the Lord judging your ass is going to make you depart from him. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. I don't give a fuck if your man don't know about us. I don't care, but the Lord knows.
Yep.
The angels recording us. I don't want to get judged. And that's why the hearts of men is fully setting them to do evil. Because they don't have the understanding, they don't have the fear of the Lord. Because they think, hey, just because the Lord didn't judge them right then and there, they got away. But the Lord got your number.
Like the scriptures say, the eyes of the Lord are 10 times brighter than the sun. You know, the Lord sees all.
Exactly.
So when you think you're in a dark room, the Lord sees that.
Go to John 14, 15. Yeah? Beautiful.
This is John 14 and verse 15. And it reads, if you love me, keep my commandments.
It said, if you love me, keep my commandments. So this is how you show love to the Lord. By doing what he asked you to do. Not what he told you to do. These are requirements. If you love the Lord. So you gotta do what he says. Give me that Sirach 2 and 15. Well, let's get to that John first.
This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 15. They that fear the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways.
So the ones who really love the Lord, they will keep his ways. They ain't gonna disobey his word. They ain't gonna make no excuse. Keep going. Stop at 18.
This is Sirach chapter 2, picking up at verse 16. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law.
Shall be filled with the law. The law is wisdom. This is how you move in this wicked ass kingdom. By obeying the Lord's ways, his laws, statutes, and commandments. Keep going.
Picking up at verse 17. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy.
So they ain't gonna put their trust in no man. Because the Lord, hey, he can destroy body and soul. He can put you in a jacked up body. So it's best for you to fear the Lord than to fear man. Give me that Psalms 33, what is it? 18.
This is Psalms 33 and verse 18. Behold, the eye of the Lord Yahweh is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy.
So the eyes of the Lord is upon them that fear him. So those are going to be the ones who the Lord deliver in the end. Because those are the ones that put their trust in him. Not put no trust in Egypt. Because you seeing the Lord judging Egypt. Spiritually Egypt. Spiritually Babylon. So the ones that actually put their trust in the Lord, hey, those are to be the ones that the Lord is going to deliver from the destruction that's coming here. Let's end it off in that, I think there's Sirach 1 and 13. Where we get that for you.
This is Sirach chapter 1, verse 13. Whoso feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death.
So the ones that actually fear the Lord, hey, the Lord is going to go to well with them in the end. Because they took heed to the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the scriptures. And we come in some time where it's going to be Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation. So the Lord's going to be with them because they actually feared and they was obedient unto death. So I hope this pre-camp lesson was edifying to the elect. Hey, shalom.
Shalom.